Welcome back, Eagles, to another edition of the Circle Football Report, Wednesday, brought to you by BurnS.com. From the Circle, I'm Skylar Black. Today we talked to number 27 linebacker, Ironhead Gallon. So first off, going into this game, you guys have 10 consecutive quarters of no touchdowns against this defense.
Yes, sir.
Is that in your mind going into this next home game?
Well, it's been one of our goals, just to shut down offenses and things like that. Don't allow any touchdowns. So, we're just trying to keep the momentum going right now with our defense, and it's pretty much just stay focused.
And as part of that front seven, you're going to be going against a Russian QB. He's dual threat.
Mm-hmm.
How do you, in your position as linebacker, how are you really preparing for that upping of the rush game?
From the linebacker perspective, we just pretty much just trying to lock in, pay attention to our keys and things like that, and just working on our basic fundamentals and things like that. Pay attention to the detail.
Okay. And you think that as a unit, y'all really strengthened, because it seems like y'all are doing really good against the rush, holding both of your last opponents to under 100 yards rushing.
Yeah, it all started up front. Our defensive line is amazing. They're doing a good job of getting off blocks, making plays, and allowing us to run.
All right, in the last two games, you had 6 tackles against Savannah State and 7 tackles against South Alabama. So you just think that number keeps increasing every game, or?
Just try to position myself to make plays, because just want to be able to allow the offense to be able to be in the perfect position to make plays for themselves.
And this coming up home game is going to be your last one until almost late October. So you got 4 away games and a bye week. How do you kind of get your mind right for that, to go away for so long?
Well, the coaches did a good job of putting us in a position where, we'll be able to handle any type of situation that's thrown our way. So, it's going to be tough, being on the road for a long period of time. But a lot of our guys, we just dialed in and focused right now, so it shouldn't be a big issue.
Okay. And a little bit lighter note, that's kind of a hard thing to think about, but how excited are you to be playing back at Paulson again?
I'm very excited. We got the best fans in the nation. They travel with us no matter what, but to be back home at Paulson Stadium is amazing. It's a great feeling.
And last question, mainly because a lot of our staff has kind of been asking, Ironhead. That's an interesting name. Who decided that?
Well, my dad decided it. He gave me that name a long time ago. I ain't too much like it at first, but it kind of grew on me, things like that. And Ironhead Hayward had something to do with it, so that's what inspired him to name Ironhead.
Thank you, Ironhead, for sitting down with us, and thank you, Eagle Nation, for watching this edition of the Circle Football Report. Brought to you by BurnS.com. A new place to find your apartment is on your phone. Once again, from the Circle, I'm Skylar Black.